Oh, yeah. Okay, that's way too much Zoom. Hello! Welcome to Dad at Play. In this episode, I am going to be talking about Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Lego City Undercover. Mario Sports Superstars. And a bit more. Okay, that's better. I got the Blu-ray for Star Wars Rogue One, and okay, I like the movie. The movie's great. I think this is probably the best Star Wars film since The Empire Strikes Back. It tells the story of getting the Death Star plans, leads right into Episode 4. Has some pretty good characters, and really, it feels like a Star Wars movie in a way more so than The Force Awakens. But that's the bottom line. Is it's good. What's not as good is the Blu-ray itself. The transfers. The transfer is fine. The audio, the visuals. I'm talking specifically about the special features or lack thereof. There's no audio commentary. There's no trailers. The featurettes are chopped up into smaller pieces than they need to be. There's no overall comprehensive look at the making of the film. You know there's going to be a double dip. There's going to be another release coming soon. Probably November. It's a shame, really, because this film is really good and it's a lousy Blu-ray. If you are a Star Wars fan, you're going to buy this thing anyway. So go ahead, get it, know that you're going to be spending money again. If you're just like my wife, who hasn't seen Rogue One yet, kind of likes Star Wars, then you're probably better off waiting. We actually were given Mario Sports Superstars to play and review, and the bottom line is it's worth it. There's 5 sports: baseball, soccer, tennis, golf, and horse racing, which is relatively new to the Mario Sports Pantheon. Equestrian has shown up in a previous Mario Sports Olympic Games title, but this is the first time that it's like, a horsing event, a sport unto itself in a way. More like Mario Kart than actual horse racing. But there's some... each of the sports are presented segmentally, which means that the more you increase your skills and get better at one, it does not translate to the other sports. So, and the tournaments unlock only within the tournament, that sport. So you're not going to unlock more soccer stadiums by winning in baseball. You don't get to pick, it's only a couple of members for the team sports. You only get to pick a couple of members. It's not quite as a full roster. You get to choose from a decent amount of Mario characters, but it's not quite the full roster that you would expect in a standalone title. It's still a good release for $40. It's worth it, if you're into the Mario sports. Each of my kids have been playing this quite a bit and have their own favorites. I would assume that within a couple of years, maybe 2.5 years, we're going to see a full-on Mario horse racing title released on its own. Okay, so Cars 3 is coming to theaters, and you know what that means?
No, please tell us.
It means that a video game based on the movie is on its way. Launching June 13th, Cars 3 Driven to Win will be available on the Nintendo Switch, the Wii U, PlayStation 3 and 4, Xbox 360, and Xbox One. Instead of rehashing the plotline for Cars 3, Driven to Win will act as a follow-up, taking place after the big race at the end of Cars 3, feature over 20 tracks in 13 different locations, ranging from Radiator Springs to the Florida International Raceway, or International Speedway. Be over 20 racers, from old favorites to new characters, representing the next generation of racers. Players will be able to go through tests and training to have their chosen character become more proficient, unlock new modes and tracks, etc., etc. And the game will also feature local multiplayer, including split-screen co-op. I bet my kids are going to want this. My 13-year-old's favorite Lego game of all time has been remastered and re-released. Lego City Undercover is now available for the PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the Nintendo Switch. It really is. It's a great game. My kids are really looking forward to playing through it again, and they'll be able to do it a little bit quicker now that there's multiplayer, so more than one of them can play at a time. Season 3 of Dawn of the Croods is now available on Netflix. Sign-ups for Quake Champions have not only begun taking place, but the closed beta has actually begun. The first round of gamers have already started checking out the game, so why don't you sign up? Finally, for the grown-ups, Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition is now available on the PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. And amongst the many other things in this game is the ability to play through as Duke Nukem, with new lines of dialogue recorded by the voice of Duke Nukem himself, John St. John. Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition and Quake Champions, more for the grown-ups, not for the kids out there. Just, be aware of that. All right. Well, that's going to be it for this episode. Don't forget to check out some of the other videos, hit that subscribe button, and as always, thanks for checking it out, and keep playing.